And Brad Keselowski, a new team in 2010. Tell us about that and the excitement that brings for you.
Yeah, well, first it's great to be here and see everybody again, see all the smiling faces, see some members of the media, and then the fans. Just great to be able to re-energize that group and see all the excitement everybody has going into to next season, which certainly I have. Like I said, going to new teams with new nationwide car, and then the 12 Cup car should be great. Looking forward to it. I think we're going to perform real well. So got a lot of great things down the pipeline and ready to get going.
All right, we have questions now. If you have one, raise your hand, and we'll bring you the mic for either Elliott or Brad. Who has a question?
Nate Ryan, USA Day for both Brad and Elliott. Now you've had an off-season to think about it, and I know, Brad, it's somewhat new to you, but Jimmie Johnson, what's it going to take to catch him in 2010? And, outside of yourselves, is there anybody that you see who's maybe the prime contender?
I got to work a little bit with Jimmie, not a tremendous amount, and his team, and there's no weaknesses, that's for sure. So, in order to beat them, you're going to have to find one, or they're going to have to create one. So, I think they are the only ones that can beat themselves. So, to beat the 48, they have to beat themselves. So, it'll be interesting to see how that develops over time, with Chad and Jimmie, and how their relationship evolves and how they grow, and, because things change. So, one thing that remains the same is change. So, it will change, whether it'll be this year or next year or 10 years from now, I don't know, but there are no weaknesses. They're very good.
Tom Jensen, SpeedTV.com. For either one of you guys, what do you think of the possibility of going back to blade spoilers, doing away with the double yellow line at Daytona and Talladega, and any other changes that might be coming down the pike?
I certainly agree with Elliott about the yellow line. That's for sure. I think the yellow line for some reason got a bad rap, and it's not really its fault. But the yellow line saves accidents. I don't think it causes them. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I'm no aero engineer, but I've been to a few wind tunnels and seen wings and spoilers, and I don't know which one is best for us. But I do know the spoiler looks a lot cooler, so that's got to be good. We're trying to make sure our cars are attractive looking to, an ever-evolving audience that has different expectations. So whatever we got to do to make them happy and make them look at the race cars and think, wow, that looks cool. Because that's what I feel like is really important. I love, like, when I take somebody new and they come into our shop, whether it was Penske or Junior Motorsports, I walk over and I show them my nationwide car, because that's the sexy car. That's the car that was like, man, that's cool. So, whatever we got to do to make the Cup car have that same feel or vibe, I'm for, and I'm sure they can figure out all the aero stuff.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. Brett, how much time do you or should you be thinking about how you're going to be as a young guy coming in to Cup now? You've dabbled with it and stuff like that, but I mean, how much can you just go have fun and not have to kind of rethink everything as you're getting ready to head to Daytona? Do you try not to think about it and just be yourself? That's hard and impossible, though, really, too. So where are you at there?
I don't know. I'd like to think I was smart enough to make a decision on that, but I'm not. Really just going to show up. The most success I've ever had racing has been when I'm having fun. So I'm not sure if that's because I was having fun or I was having fun because I was running well, but I'm going to go there. I feel like I'm coming to Penske very lighthearted, trying to break some of that serious tone that they have. I saw Roger today, and we had a meeting in the shop, and he was wearing blue jeans. That was pretty cool. So it's starting to wear off. Yeah, it's huge. I mean, for people that know Roger Penske, to see him in blue jeans is a major accomplishment. And he told me I was his inspiration, so I felt good about that. So we're making progress. Yeah, actually I do, because every time I met with him, I made sure I wore blue jeans. Every time. He's always in his black slacks and his dress shoes, and he came in with blue jeans and tennis shoes. So I felt really good about that, like little steps, progress.
Fashion center.
So, yeah, fashion check, yeah. Oh, yeah, he does. He notices those things. He's on it. So we're making progress, and the guys see it, too. He's starting to light up, which is really cool. It's really important for him to stay engaged in the team for us to be successful, and so far that's been working very well. And as long as we're having fun, and everybody's smiling, the chemistry will happen, and we'll get there. It's just a question of how long it'll take for us to be successful, but all the pieces are in place. The attitudes are right. It's just everything's going the right direction. It's a matter of when, not if. Thank you.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. This one's for Brad. As you approach your first full season in Cup racing, you're also planning to run the full nationwide schedule. Any concerns about taking on that kind of workload the first full year out of the box in Cup?
It's a large workload, but I feel like it's worth it for sure. There were several instances last year where I ran double duty, although I didn't do it the whole year, that helped me warm up to that. And every one of those instances to me was proof of the benefit of it without going into specifics of what it was. So I feel I'm 100% convinced it's the right thing for me to do. Maybe in June or July when I've got major jet lag, I won't have that same opinion. But, it's not – running double duty for me is not for the good days. It's for the bad days. It's the day where in one car you're 35th and your confidence is, just plummeted. And then you get in the other car and run up front, maybe you win the race, and you're back, So as long as you can take the good from it and remove the bad, it's worth it. And so far that's been the case for me.
For Brad, sometimes rookies get a little bit of a free pass on what they need to achieve in year one, but you're not really a rookie. You're kind of in that nebulous area in between.
Nebulous,
you
man.
like that?
Who came here expecting to hear the word nebulous? Not me.
I know you've got a vocabulary, so
Yeah.
I thought I'd throw that in.
Wow.
Can you make the chase? Can you make the chase in year one? Even though this is technically your first full season, but
that's going to be tough. Really, really tough. I'm not going to underestimate my competition because there are a lot of talent in the Cup field. That range from 10th to 20th is all really tight as far as teams and drivers go, to where that could go anyway. I think it would be naive for me to say that we could take a driver with my experience in a team that had the year like they had last year and go up and be better than that 10th to 20th group. It'd be naive for me to say that. So we know that I'll probably be in that 10th to 20th group, and it could go either way depending on how we execute throughout the year before it. So I wouldn't sit here today and say I'm going to make the chase, but I wouldn't be entirely surprised if we did. So it could go either way, and certainly that's a goal of ours. But I would be happy at the end of the year if I could say that, when we came into the last few races before the chase, that we were in the area of being in it. Not whether we made it or not, obviously you'd be disappointed at the time, but if you didn't make it. But whether we made it or not is not really necessarily a reflection of how good our year has been. But just to be in that contention, I think would be a good goal for us.